Hello everybody, it's Kevin. Welcome to our Friday information on our 5R program. I'm flying solo today. Stephanie's not here, so I'm going to attack the subject this week is repair. And just a quick overview again. The 5 R's are remove the cause, mostly a dietary issue. Replace, which is replace your ability to digest, and we talked about digestive enzymes last week. Repair, which we're going to discuss today. Reinoculate, which is the use of probiotics, particular, and dietary changes that support our normal bacterial function. And then finally is retain. Repair is the idea that if we have abused our gastrointestinal system over time, we literally have damage. And a good way to think of that is your GI system is really like a brick and mortar, and as there's damage, you get some separation. And this allows things to flow freely through your GI tract. Undigested foods, toxins, they get into your system, causing a lot of things like immune dysfunction and inflammation, that kind of thing. This is commonly called leaky gut syndrome. That's what we're really trying to repair, is we want to try to repair that brick and mortar. And to start off with a little demonstration again today, this is your GI tract wall. And as the mucous membrane lining becomes thinned out, we suddenly lose the proteins and the binders that hold those gaps together. So when food comes along, a lot of it is going to leak out, and that's the whole leaky gut syndrome. If we get that repaired, or if we don't ever damage it, that matrix is a solid membrane. So when that food's coming into your GI tract, it's going to stay there until it's broken down into micro food particles, and then those will find their way through into your bloodstream, and then it nourishes your system. And micro food particles are then actually put back together according to your DNA messaging to give you good nourishment for your cells. So this is what we're trying to fix. And how do we do that? There's a few things that we have at our disposal. Obviously, it goes back to taking away the cause of what we're breaking down. Bacteria are really important for the mucus linings and the support of that. So again, when we get into reinoculate and probiotics, you're replacing, as you digest your foods better, they are broken down better, so they're not damaging to that GI wall. So again, it all works together. But oftentimes, if there's GI damage that we need to repair, we're going to use some things like medical foods is a big thing. So things like Ultra Inflamex or GI Sustain, these are things used to make smoothies as part of your smoothie program to help repair that. One of our favorites is a product called Glutagenics. Three of the main things that are used for repairing. Personally, I love glutamine. It's an amino acid. It's really, really good for mucous tissues. It's really good for your lungs and your liver and all of that, but it's very healthy for your GI tract. Deglyinized licorice, a DGL complex. Licorice is something that really helps soothe the GI damage. Aloe. If you think about a burn on your skin and you treat that with aloe, what we have is the inside of your GI tract is really a skin. It's really an external organ. So aloe internally can help heal some of those damaged areas. And Glutagenics is a combination of glutamine and DGL and aloe. So it's very, very popular. I know our naturopaths use a lot of Glutagenics when they're looking at that repair phase. A couple other things that are really important, just because of overall nutrition, but they're also really good to repair the GI tract, are making sure your vitamin D levels are adequate. It's really important, and it's just another one of those reasons that we get those D levels checked and get our levels up to a normal. And lastly, one of the best things for your GI tract is omega-3 fatty acids, your fish oils. They are very, very good for the matrix and the repair of that GI tract. So again, leaky gut syndrome is not something that we want. It's pretty common. We want to close up those gaps, make sure when our foods come into our GI tract, they're adequately digested before they leach into our system. That takes a load off of our immunity and really helps with inflammatory problems. So that's repair. Thanks for attending, and we'll see you next week.